In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how I made a beat from scratch in Serato Studio. And if you don't know what Serato Studio is, I consider it the best music production software to learn how to make beats. So I'm gonna break down layer by layer, instrument by instrument, sound choice by sound choice, how I made this beat, and then maybe if we have time, I'll make a little song to it. How much time we got? We don't got much time, we gotta go. By the way, if you don't know, my name is Joey Nato. I'm actually a rapper, music producer, mix engineer, YouTuber. And like I said, we don't have a lot of time. This watch is broken, by the way. Lucky Squad, never give up. Let's get into it. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do is show you guys the beat that I made in Serato Studio. So let's go. Best beat of all time, no debate. Comment below which singer or rapper or artist in general would sound good on this beat, just for fun. All right, let me break down step by step how I made this instrumental. All right, believe it or not, the first thing I did for this beat was the drums. That's usually not the case, to be honest. The first thing I usually do when I make beats is either chords or the melody. All right, so the first thing to go through is the kicks. All right, so this is the full drum pattern you hear. Every time a sound hits, the block lights up on the part where it hits. So here we go. Let's start with the kicks. S for solo. Let's go. Pretty simple. It's just on the downbeats every time. Then we put in a hi-hat. I wanted it to have like that island feel, you know what I mean? Like boom. Then the rim shots were put in. Give it a little bit more of a swing to it. We put in the shakers in between one of them just to spice it up a little bit. Feels like it like glides there, you know what I mean? Like shh. Then there was a little extra snare put in there. But see what happened here. These are the first two measures, okay? So all these numbers stand for measures. So you have 1, 2, then we go to measure 3, 4, and then there's 5, 6, 7, 8. But yeah, that's the drum beat. And all these sounds, by the way, come with Serato Studio. Like these aren't external sounds that I use from like producer kits or anything like that. This is all from Serato. All right, moving on. The elephant in the room right now, it's that guitar. So this is what the guitar sounds like when I pick the sound out. No echo, no flange, nothing like that. So I added a little echo to it. Just naturally gives it a little bit of a bounce. Little flanger I put on here. You see how it now has like that psychedelic type of effect on it? And then a little reverb. So now it sounds bigger. Moving on. So this is what the beat sounds like now with just the drums and the guitar. But every good beat needs some bass, in my opinion. And I gotta hand it to Serato Studio. Their bass selection is on point. If we go to bass here. Serato's 808 bass selection. Pretty fire to me. All right, so going through these bass sounds, I picked one out. It was the 808 rumble bass. I think by accident, I played the bass sound like super short, and then I just liked how it sounded. It just kept it kind of bouncy. And once I threw it in with the guitar and the drums, it sounded like this. And look, these are 3 sounds with 3 simple patterns and melodies and bass lines that I'm using here. This is how easy it is to make stuff in Serato Studio, man. And like, I'm not joking around. I get a lot of messages now, and shouts to everybody reinforcing it. People that have taken my online course for basics of beat making too. They're just like, yo, thank you for putting me on to Serato. It like got me in the groove and learning how to make beats finally. And it's just it's a beautiful thing, man. Beautiful. All right, what's next? It's got a lot of effects on it. This time around on this beat, I was really playing around with the effects a lot because I just didn't want to use just stock sounds the way they come. I want to, you know, add effects and add some flair to it, add some personality to the sounds a little bit more that fit the style that I was going for. Now, admittedly, with this one, I might have went a little too far. So you wouldn't know it, but this is actually an electric piano right here. All right, so what are these chords? It's doing, I don't know, it's doing something like that. You might have noticed this says play in key. That means every single note here on this keyboard now is gonna play in the key of whatever the beat is, and I have it set to B minor. Another reason why you don't need to know any music theory or anything to make beats here with Serato Studio. But you should definitely learn at some point. Anyways, I added in a little, they call it a stutter fader. A stutter fader. So it's basically like doing like a pumping effect. This is what I might turn down a little bit, but I think it adds texture. And that's this light sizzle crusher. Kind of popular for lo-fi beats. If you make those, you might be using these type of effects a lot more. But it adds like a lot of crunch. By itself, it's kind of overbearing, but when it's with the whole context of the whole beat, it works a lot better. And then I really just drowned it out with reverb. So yeah, I don't know. I think it adds a lot of character there. So this is where we're at now. What is this? That sound is not in the beat. Why are you even here? Give me one reason why I should keep you in the beat. Not good enough. All right, now big bamboo percussion. I love this sound, to be honest. But I decided to use it sparingly. It doesn't come until the third measure. But one thing you'll notice is I messed with the knobs here for it. So basically the EQ options that they have in Serato. So the low frequencies are turned all the way down. If they were up, it just has more depth to the sound. The mids, I don't want my beats to be mid, so I turn them down. Please don't click off the video. And then the highs. It is a really bright sound. I wanted it way in the background, so I just turned it down. And that's the beat. So the last thing when it comes to the beat is just the structure of it. And all I did is just an intro and a hook. So the intro just has the electric piano and the rhythm guitar. And then I think it just teases at the big bamboo. Yeah, percussion. So down here in song view, you just piece them together. And here, the intro, the hook. All right, do we have time to make a song to this? My watch is broken, I can't tell. Damn, it's like really broken. 12 o'clock is non-existent. All right, let's record something really quick to this. I just want to show you guys that it is possible to make a solid song using Serato Studio. And we didn't even talk about sampling. I gotta do another video very soon talking about the sampler for Serato Studio, because that's a whole nother ball game. All right, to wrap things up here, I just recorded some vocals in a separate software, and then kind of just gonna fly them in now into Serato, and let's see how everything sounds all together.
This love is a lie, can you tell me now? Woo! No. This love is a lie, can you tell me now? No. If you really love me, tell me. I'll be giving it back to you. If you really love me, tell me.
What?
I'll be giving it back to you.
I'm probably not gonna finish the song. Get Serato Studio right now for yourself. Link is in the description and in the pinned comment. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Just let me know what you guys came up with. It's time to make some music. Serato.
Hey girl, if this love is a lie, can you tell me now? No. This love is a lie, can you tell me now?